Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life, and I'm back today with the September scent and warmer of the month. First impression, well, not first impressions, cold impressions and warm reviews. So I did go in on the scent of the month kit. The last time that I as a consultant went in on the scent and warmer of the month kit was December of 24 for Snowflakes and Sage. I really wanted the warmer, and the scent was really, really nice, and I ended up liking it. So it was worth it. All of this year for 2025, I have not gotten the kit. I have skipped every month, and I have just waited and strategically bought a bar and the brochures and the stickers on the next planned order, or if my customers were doing a bulk order, then I would throw the bar, and the business supplies on that order. So usually since 2022, every September scent of the month I've liked. First one being actually 21, Warm Pumpkin Drizzle. Gimme Candy I did like, I just didn't club it like it, you know what I mean? Like I can tolerate it in small doses. So that was Warm Pumpkin Drizzle, Give Me Candy. Frosted Cinnamon Roll wasn't too bad. It was the best cinnamon roll scent that Scentsy has produced. Then last year we had Spooky But Sweet. Loved that thing. Clubbed it. It is coming back. So because of me liking, at least enough to warm again, the last 4 years of the September scent of the month, and then when I saw this scent description, I was like, okay, this is going to be another one that you're going to like, Amy. Just go and get the kit. And my mom was like, I'll split it with you. You take half, I take half, and then, we'll be happy. So I was like, all right. So I did go in on it. I did not get the warmer though, because I think the warmer is gorgeous, especially if you like moody, dramatic, gothic Halloween decor. The price is ridiculous. And I'll show the warmer and go over it and what I think might be a better alternative to this warmer. Even though if you want the warmer, go and get it. But there is personally, I think there's a better option that they have available, and I'll talk about that in the video. Okay, so if you are not aware, if you're a consultant, this kind of info that I'm going to go over right now doesn't really pertain to customers, but if you are a consultant and you're interested in getting the scent of the month kit or not aware of what the changes were with the scent of the month kit, starting for the September month kit, which we get in August, they are no longer providing us brochures. We used to get printed brochures. There used to be a pack of 50. I never understood why they gave us 50 if they gave us 72 stickers. The math don't math there, but whatever. So we used to get the flyers, we got the stickers, we got some bars, and we got the pod pack. Now they got everything digital, so you print them off yourself basically, or just make them. They provide you like a Canva template on the workstation that you can download. Personally, I've downloaded that, and let me tell you, it's going to suck up a lot of ink. It is full on color. It's like a huge picture background. It's going to use so much ink. You're better off making your own. But anyway, so because they took away the flyers, they're giving us back a bar. So we are getting 8 bars now in the scent of the month kit. We're still getting the pod pack and still getting the stickers. And then if you opt in for the scent and warmer of the month kit, you get all of what I just showed plus the warmer. And usually it is at a discount, but it ranges if you're going to get the warmer of the month. Usually if you just get the bars, it's anywhere from like 42 to 45 US, I believe, if you include tax and shipping. But then depending on what warmer is being showcased for the month, I think the warmer of the month kit, I've seen it as low as like $65 and then as high as like almost $100. So to each his own, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, so I got some stickers so I can slap that on some Happy Meal for my customers that ordered in August, and anyone that's going to be getting my new catalog pack. Usually I send that out to customers who have ordered from me within the past 6 months. They'll get a Happy Mail of like the new catalog info. And then we have the pod pack, and then we have the warmer, the bars. Now, the bar is called Frights and Delights. And the scent notes on here, if I can pull it up, is golden rum, maple syrup, and caramel woods. So I really thought I was going to like this one. And when I did get it, I mean, it did smell nice, but I expected it to be a lot more sweeter, a lot more saturated, a lot more like rich and deep, and, you know, especially with things like maple syrup, caramel, woody notes, this golden rum. It is very light on cold. So I did take 4 cubes, as you can see here, and I did my living room. I did 2 cubes in my giraffe warmer that I had, which is a 25-watt ceramic. And then I did 1 cube in my golden meadow. And then I did another cube in my birds of a feather warmer. I don't have them out anymore. I changed everything out for fall. There will be a video to show you guys. So I did that. It did take about 30 minutes to develop into the room, which I was surprised on with these scent notes, because usually these scent notes within 15 minutes it's filling the room. Like, it's instant fragrance. Did take a little bit to you know, develop, but it definitely didn't wow me as much as its, you know, counterparts. This is more of, if you liked the Glazed Almond Dreams from the, what was that collection? Signature Treats. We did a partnership with Disney earlier this year, for that. If you liked that base, it's kind of in here, but then you do have a darker caramel with some of that rum, but it's not a dark rum. It's almost like the same rum that I smelled in Zombie Punch, which is in the Harvest collection. It's also the same rum that I get in Maple Rum Cake. If you remember that bar, it was a holiday trio bar several years ago. So yeah, so it's like a medium performer for me. Not like Spooky But Sweet, not like any of those other scents, and Maple Rum Cake's even a strong one for me too. This is just kind of like a medium one. I feel like this one might need a little time to kind of marinate. Maybe it will get better with a little bit of age, but it was nice. I'm definitely going to enjoy the bars that I have, but I don't think I would repurchase it just because it didn't impress me enough as all the other bars did in its, like, succession, or whatever that word is. So yeah, so I feel that there are going to be a lot of people that would like this bar. I feel like if you are the ones that liked the Glazed Almond Dreams, also if you liked Maple Rum Cake, if you just like not as rich, gourmand, decadent, this is kind of like, it's still bakery, but it's not decadent gourmand where it's like super heavy in the air. This is definitely going to be perfect for all of September. And then you get into your October, you know, bakery warming. So that is my review on Frights and Delights. Oh, and this didn't last long either. I do want to point that out. This was not a one-day scent. This was a third of the day scent. I was surprised, and I turned off the warmers, let the wax cool, and then turned them back on, and nothing happened. So I don't know if it's just too early. Maybe it needs colder weather to develop. I don't know. I will, you know, continue to warm it again and do a second review on it, but that's my initial review anyway. But I do want to point out here with the pod pack, I like that they give us the pod pack because there are individuals that don't use wax and warmers. They use our non-wax, you know, fragrance systems like the fan diffusers. So they use the pods to distribute fragrance. So I like that you get this because normally the fragrance oils will act differently in wax form than they do in bead form for these pods. So it's funny because I like the smell of the pods way better than I do the wax. In the pods, you get that sickly, syrupy, sticky maple syrup note with the rum. It's like a maple flavored Bacardi rum. Ugh, but still my heart. I want this to smell like this, not vice versa. So I think for me personally, I'll be picking up probably a pod pack or two just so I have this, because maple flavored Bacardi is something that should be invented. Have they already had a maple flavored Bacardi? Because if so, please tell me where I can get it. All right, now the warmer. The warmer is called Forsaken Tower, and I'll flip my laptop over so you can kind of see it. So you see it right here. It's basically an element warmer. It's that same style where like the lid's in the back and it's got this huge tower. Kind of like the mushroom, kind of like the happy hair, the swirling snowflake snowman, okay? So it does light up. So it says it's encased in a glass cloche, whatever, however you say that. It looks like the rose that's in Beauty and the Beast, that type of glass display. And then it says it has a glow-in-the-dark finish, giving this eerie tower of skulls a ghostly gleam. So it is element and it is ceramic. So it's supposed to light up green, I guess. This is what it looks like when it's not lit up green. And I'll try to see if I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's off. Okay, and then when it's on and not lit up green, that's what it looks like. But then when it is lit up green, and then here's one picture. I don't know if you can see it very well, but right there is like kind of what it looks like in the dark. So its retail value is $85. But in the month of September, it is going to be 10% off, along with the bar and the pod pack and the room spray and the scent circles that the fragrance will be available in. Now. I think there is a cheaper version in the Harvest collection. Now hear me out. I got to pull it up here so you guys can see it. Oh, I think I got to click on this version. Okay, right here. Okay, in the Harvest collection, there is a diffuser shade that's Halloween themed. It's called the Bone and Blossom. It's right there, okay? I really like it because it's got these black roses. Very gothic. Now, you don't have to get the actual diffuser to buy the shades. You can buy a shade and use it as a decor piece. I hope people realize that. Like, you can totally do that. So the shade is only $60. So even if you got it as a half off reward, it's $30. Definitely a lot cheaper than the warmer. But what I suggest doing is going to your local dollar store or Walmart or wherever that has the LED like twinkle fairy lights. And usually in the Halloween section, you can find either clear, orange, green, or purple. You can get those. And as long as they're battery powered, right? You can actually, if you get the shade only, you can shove those LED fairy lights up into the shade diffuser, the shade, and it will illuminate light through these eyes and the holes that are in this shade, diffuser shade. And I know this because I did it last year with the Sugared Chalet. So the Sugared Chalet warmer sold out immediately, along with the 3-bar bundle that came with it. But there was a shade. They had a shade diffuser that was also the same style as the Sugared Chalet gingerbread house warmer. So what me and my mom ended up doing, because she wanted the warmer, but then she couldn't get it because it sold out, we got the shade. And then what we did is we went to the dollar store and we got like maybe 3 or 4 packs of the LED lights, just the clear kind. And we put them up the shade, and it had enough light where it would illuminate through the little gingerbread house windows and through the couple of holes that it had on the top of the roof, and it was really pretty. It was a really pretty decor piece. No, it didn't illuminate a lot of light like this thing right here where you could still see in the, it was just enough to give it that whimsical Christmas-like feeling. So I think you can do that same thing with this one and still make it like Halloween-ish by getting purple, orange, green, or like I said, you can do the clear. But I think this is a really great alternative to a high-priced warmer that people would probably want for their Halloween decor, but don't want to spend close to almost $100 once you factor in shipping and tax for a warmer. This is definitely an affordable option. Now, if you really, really want the warmer, and you have a party link to close out, you could certainly use it as a half off. It's going to do half off the $85 though, so you'll end up paying $42.50. But if you were to get this diffuser shade, you'd only be paying $30 because its retail cost is $60. And then factor in, you know, the $1 for the LED lights and the batteries and stuff like that. So definitely a more affordable home decor route to go. But yeah, so that is the September warmer and scent of the month. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section if any of you guys who are consultants or customers that received samples, let me know how you are liking the Frights and Delights. Has it met your expectations? Has it disappointed you? Are you still undecided? We'll continue the conversation. Thanks for always liking, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate all the love and support. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so you don't miss out on my next video. And check me out on all my social media platforms below. Bye.